7 now, and I just started 2nd grade. Today we're going to be drawing something actually realistic. Some of the things that we have drawn are not that realistic, and you can use a ruler if you would like. I have one up there, but you don't have to. I have lots of things here. I have new markers, and everything has been sharpened actually. And we're going to be making a seahorse, and we will be making a realistic one. If you want to make a cartoony one, you can, and if you want to follow along, you can too.
Okay.
So basically a seahorse has like a rounded head, and then it has like a mouth, sort of like that, and then it like comes around. This kind of looks like a seahorse. Then it has that swirl. Well, this will look better once it's traced in marker. So we're going to take out our marker now, but first you want to make sure everything here you like. So like, maybe I want mine to be a little skinnier, and make the head maybe to end like about here, so that I could like come around and make the like body shape, and then swirl it, and then come from here out and there. I think I like this plan a lot better than this one. Look, big difference. I like this a lot better, and then just put that there. We will be erasing the pencil. I have a double-sided. It has thick and skinny. I'm going to use the thick right now to trace this. And I'm trying to make this look realistic. If it doesn't, it looks more like cartoony. You just gotta be happy with your art. You can always try again. Because your art is your art. No one else can draw exactly like you. I think that looks kind of good. I'm gonna make the eye by drawing a circle, and then making like this little thing right there.
Okay.
Now, I know on the tails they have like spikes, so I'm just going to show those spikes on it. And I know I have like some here, just like a wavy line. And it stops there, goes around here. This looks more like cartoony, so we can make it that too. I'm gonna turn this into like a little circle, actually. So now we have that. And at the end of the video, I have a special surprise for all of us, which can replace this eye and make it look a lot better. Now I'm going to add some of the things that are on top of its head here. And I know there's like some going down this way. And this is trying not to look like one of those. This is a fin, so I'm going to add some lines into it. Now I'm going to add like some of these here, like some gills maybe. It's always nice to have like a lot of different lines on your thing. And look at the shapes that I'm using. I have a circle, I have like an oval sort of shape here, but then I like come this way. There's a bunch of different shapes. I have some triangles, I have some straight lines. There's a lot of different shapes that I've used. Yeah, so I've organized everything in rainbow order. Everything. Even these have rainbow order here, and then these are like fantasy markers. Like for a fantasy drawing. And then these are just plain old markers. Yeah, so we have like a lot of things like those here. Like made, like organized in rainbow. And it's always good to organize everything to make sure that you actually know what it is. And just good. And it's good not to leave things everywhere in case you have like a pet at home or an animal and your dog or cat could eat it. I made some spikes around this way, and I think this actually looks pretty good. I'm going to close this. put this to the side, put my pencil back where I found it. It's great to put things back where you found them so that you know where they are, unless like you're organizing something and this was like over here, then you could move it, but I would like to put things back where they were. We are going to start off with colors, so I'm going to actually mix a bunch of colors. I'm going to use orange, red, this yellow sort of orangey color, and maybe some chartreuse in it, but I'm not sure about the chartreuse. I'm going to start out with the color that they actually are. Well, some of them actually are. Fun fact, I've actually seen a real seahorse. And they were little tiny babies. And they're very, very cute. And then I came back and they were actually bigger. And I'm doing a nice coat because I'm going to use some other colors. Now I'm going to move on to my yellow. And the yellow will give it some brightness to make it not look so dark. And then the red will give them some darkness to not look so bright. So it's like a balance. It's basically using all like the hot colors combined into one, but I knew it was gonna look really pretty. Do we think it needs chartreuse? I think I want to test it. So I'm just going to put a little in this corner. I sort of like it to give it some bright in and fill in like all the little holes. So I'm gonna do some of this. And if you don't have the chartreusey color, you could substitute it for a light green, a dark green, anything like that. You could use a blue, because light blue, this is sort of like lightish, well, light. You could use like those things too. After you finish doing that, I'm going to color these spikes and I'm going to get creative. And since this is a thin, I want this one to be black. It's no longer realistic. It's fantasy now. And some pink. Well, purplish pink for the spikes. Well, they're not really spiky. Like the ones up here that have like this, they might feel like a fish's tail, like that, because it is a seahorse. And are they related to horses? I'm actually not sure about that. I don't think they are. Anyways, after you do that, I'm going to make some bubbles. And I'm just going to draw a nice little circle and then put some highlights in it, like here and a little dot. Make a bigger circle here and a little dot, and the biggest circle here and a little tiny dot. Now I'm just going to color around those highlights in it. And I'm not going to make any on the seahorse, because then it would look like just a white spot. Like on bubbles, just going to go off of that. It has like a shine. Like it does look like bubbles. If we put a giant highlight on him, it would just look like we didn't fill it in and unfinished. I think this guy looks pretty good. But if you want to add like an ocean water, you could. I'm going to add some seaweed down here. I'm not the best seaweed drawer, but I think this is what seaweed looks like. It's basically like blobs, but it's like weighted. It's like making a nest, sort of. Just gonna do 3. You get to decide your art. If you don't want to add these, you don't have to. And what I like to do, say I made, with this marker, I made a line going this way, and then I made one going this way, and it was a mistake. I would still color it in, because I want to show my art, like my mistake, so I could do better next time. Because you're not always able to erase marker. Actually, I don't think you can. Anyways, I'm going to go over this in skinny or in a fat, because skinny's probably not working, which it isn't. And I'm going to just go over my seaweed to make it pop. Usually do this before you draw something. I like to sometimes use it. I have like these colored markers. I like to use this green for like this green And then, like, I would like to outline it in this color and then color it in this color. This one looks more like seaweed to me. Actually, I'm very happy with how this came out. Now time for a surprise. I have a pack of googly eyes here. I'm going to open them up. I'm going to pick the right size. And I'm going to glue it on. You could use tape or anything you like. You could use glue or anything you like to stick it on. Like you could use some tape. I'm going to use some glue. Why am I putting it on the paper, not on the googly eye? Because I've tried to done that in my hands. I've gotten very messy because the glue only goes like on the side of the googly eye. So I prefer putting it on. And if you want, I have some oil pastels here, and they are very messy on your paper, but you could give them like a little highlight of the ocean, like the ocean blue. Like just make some up here so that it like makes like a scene of where like the seahorse is. Not just doing a lot, just going over the bubbles a little, going in between the seaweed. Not doing a lot, not coloring it in so that everything's blue. Just doing like a little scribble scrabble, which is okay, to represent the ocean. So the seahorse is in the ocean and it is not related to a horse. And this is what it looks like when it's finished. If you want to, you could go over the bubbles with the fat marker. Be very careful when you use oil pastels if you have them. And if you don't know what oil pastels are, they're like these very messy markers that are sometimes sticky, and in this case they are. And they sometimes are very, very sticky. And they smell very, very funky. Anyways, oh, I forgot to do this, but I have some of these, and these go on whichever color I'm using. If I'm using like a bunch of colors like I did for this, I'd put it on this, and if I'm using brown, put it on there, orange and yellow and green. You get the idea. And then this is my little bunny eraser. This was Tessa's Art Table. Remember to come back and watch some more of my videos. We'll have as much fun as we did this time.